Irene Bills, 2550 Salt Springs Road. And I'm not here to say anything bad. I hear what's going on Facebook. Please don't take this out on our kids. Like, I have had 4 kids through the school district, 4. I have had 1 child who has been afraid to walk the halls. 1, okay? She's 9. She doesn't know anything about Facebook. She doesn't know anything about your financial records. She doesn't know anything about the drama. All she knows is she's scared to walk the halls of the school. Not every day, because the staff is doing a spectacular job in talking to these kids. But I just want her and all the other kids that are in front of her, behind her, to feel safe like my first 3 did. I want her to have the awkward teenage moments. I want her to worry about bombing her test on Friday. I don't want her to worry about a mass shooter taking out the front glass, okay? She is not on Facebook. She is my life. You have grandchildren that you love and that you protect in there. And I'm talking to all of you guys on the board, and I know I'm like a crazy passionate mother, but please help us. Like, we need the funding, and I know you're mad at them, and I know that they're mad at you, but these children are the ones that are going to suffer the consequences. I'm begging you to be the bigger man and do the right thing, please, please. I don't care if it's wands, I don't care if it's a metal detector, I don't care if it's bulletproof glass or the tunnel, which that's not what it's called, but I'm not that smart. You know, to better pass in the office. I just want you to help me keep the kids safe and all the rest of us parents. That's all I'm asking. I don't care about the drama. The kids don't care about the drama. You're the leader. You run this entire village. You cannot tell me that you don't have heart. You can't tell me that you don't see fear when you turn on the TV, when you see those faces of those Florida shooters. You have to be terrified for your grandchildren. You can't not be. You're not inhuman. You have to see it. And that's really it. I mean, help us, please.
Irene, I
please.
part with what you say. I do have heart. It's some of the board members and some of the, no, listen, please listen. And it's some of the other residents who think that we're heartless, think that we only want to bring business. We don't want to take care of the school. We don't want to take care of anything. I don't think the school's going to be losing all that funding immediately. The school is getting $500,000 May 1st. That's not chump change. The school is also getting $1 million once that plant fires up. And once the plant fires up, they'll be getting $1 million a year. And I realize that a lot of that money might just keep them even. But they're not going to be losing all the tangible personal property. It's getting phased out. The school, they have a different budget than us. I would have no problem working with the school. We've given them, this village, not me personally, this council has given them dump trucks. We have had a good relationship up until this current board. And why that is, I don't know. And I'm not going to hold anything against the kids or the residents, because I do have 3 grandkids in that school, and I feel for you.
Then bypass the board.
What?
Bypass the board. Just like work with the Lordstown Police Department. Like
the school has $1.5 million coming in by the end of July. If all that money's allocated already, that board is not doing their job. And I don't know how much is asked. You know, they want half of our anticipated revenues, and you know, when they did get this from Bill, and you know, I will take a look at this, but when I saw, well, you're getting a lot of money, it took me back to the days of Bill Failer, when only time he ever returned my phone call, the previous superintendent, to anybody was when he'd read in the paper, well, we had a good year, and he says, how much can I have? Now, you know, we're willing to work with the school. Now, but the school, they have $1.5 million coming in the next 4 months. I hit them first, seriously, because the tangible personal property tax, yes, it's going to be going away, according to this letter I scanned from Bill. I agree with that. But there's also a chance to possibly bring businesses in here. and we're getting trashed over that. And I'm not saying...
But that's not my child's
hold
fault.
it. I agree. But the board, they're asking for, they all signed this letter saying, hey, president, vice president, member. They all signed the letter saying we want the money. When there's a chance to have some money coming in, well, you know, it's like we can't even have an opinion what's going on. And I'm not holding this against the kids, not at all, Irene. But, you know, if a business wants to come in here, and then you have certain elements who don't want it, and then you're coming and asking us, you know, it's up to this council. We worked to get a resource officer. We put a lot of time to get that resource officer in there. I know I've seen someone says we'd like to have a second one, or we want wands, or we want bulletproof glass. I think the school board should be approached. Have they been approached yet?
Yes, we've asked them.
And
they don't have the funds. It's just not there. Like, they're not fixing the parking lot because they're putting the money for that into something else. I mean, I can't sit here and pretend like I know financial records. I don't. I'm just a mom.
I know you don't. But I know the school is getting a windfall, not a windfall. Excuse me. They're getting $1.5 million in the next 4 months.
That's on paper.
And the agreement was once the plant fires up, they get $1 million once it fires up for production. And they're getting $500,000 May 1st because the agreement was sent when that plant was built. Every May 1st, while it was under construction, they get $500,000. That's contractual.
Okay, so let's just say the school has all this money, okay? They have all this extra money. The new school board is terrible. Let's just say that, okay? What better if you had some money as a village? What better place would you put that money? Tell me what you're going to spend that money on that's better than protecting our kids.
I'm not saying that we have a better place to put that money. We have seen a loss of revenue. And I'm not putting anything here down. I'm agreeing with you. We lost a third shift at General Motors. We've had a lot of down weeks. We have lost money. And everybody looks at us and says, you're the daddy Warbucks. Now, I know I'm the only one speaking. I don't hear anybody else, you know, or maybe I haven't given them a chance. But, you know, I think that I'd be very interested to have a dialogue with the school and say, what's going on? You know, you have $1.5 million. Is that already dedicated? Because I don't believe the personal tangible property tax has gone out yet.
Well, if you could communicate better with someone on the board, maybe
You know what? I will talk to Chief Callan. And if other board members would like to talk to me, not through Facebook, I'll gladly talk to Irene. And I'll tell you what, I'll even give you a call. I know where you live. And I'll talk to them. And I don't know if anybody else here wants to say anything about it. I agree with you. You know, but I don't think a second resource officer is going to stop somebody coming in. But,
I don't think so either.
You know, but if cameras or something like that, you know, this is a big problem. School safety is a problem. Opioids is a problem. Civil discourse and common courtesy, and I know, you know, you don't want to hear that, or, you know, you can acknowledge it, but it's gotten to the point that it's ridiculous. I will talk to Chief Catlin, and I'll talk to anybody else on the board. If they want to give me a call, I know I tried to talk to one board member one day, and she basically said, I don't have anything to say to you, so I haven't called. But, you know, I personally, I can't speak for anybody else up here, but I will talk, and I'll take a better look at this was just given to us today.
Okay, well, I didn't know anything about that. I'm here as a mom. I'm nothing. I'm just a mom. That's all I am. Do you guys all feel the same way, that you feel like the school's safety is the school's problem and not like a whole village problem?
I believe it is the whole village's problem. I have a granddaughter in that school too, and I am concerned for her safety.
Anyone else?
Mrs. Bills, I'd be in support to sit down with Mr. Kaplan, superintendent, treasurer, and have a dialogue with, because I haven't had a chance to read this. You know, I don't know what's in it, so I don't want to speak and say, because I just don't know at this point, but I'm willing to sit down and have a dialogue.
Okay. All right, thank you.